What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and we are back with some more Punishing Gray Raven. And today I thought we'd talk about Warzone and give you all some tips on as far as how you can do better in there, how you can actually score more points. And the team that I opt to use, and I think a lot of people might be using the same team, is Alpha, A Karenina, and B Liv. Now, this, you could use other characters. You could use A Convoy in here. You could use B Nanami in here as well. I mean, there's all kinds. You could use A Lee. I mean, there's lots of other characters that you can use. These are the characters that I opt to use. I mean, Alpha is the best physical damage dealing character in the game. She is pretty much the meta. She does 100% physical damage, whereas B Liv also does 100% physical damage, which makes her a great support for Alpha. And A Karenina actually is 80% physical and 20% fire. So she's actually extremely useful here. Now, we'll start out with B Liv. All these characters are at SS, and, Karenina and Alpha are 69, and then Liv is at 68. Now, these are not the optimal memories to use on B Liv, especially the way that I play her. And if you are playing her yourself, these wouldn't be too bad, but I'm not actually. The Irwin memories here and the Voltaire memories are actually pretty useless for me because I don't use B Liv as a damage dealer. That's one tip I can give you. Whatever characters you're using as your damage dealer, give those characters memories where they can actually increase their damage or decrease the defenses based on the type of damage that they do. For example, B Liv here, if I was going to build her for extra damage, I would find sets that actually increase our physical damage or decrease physical damage by a certain amount. Like the Catherine set, which is actually really great. I actually have it on my Karenina. That would actually be a really good set on B Liv if you're trying to do more damage, right? But only as a support, not so much. Now, the Richelieu set is actually a really good set as far as 5 stars are concerned, because when you have a 2-piece set, you get the healing effect, and whenever you do your QTE skill for B Liv, she just comes in and she does an area of effect heal. She doesn't do any damage. So this set's actually pretty good because it gives you that heal, but it also increases the target's physical damage by 8% for 4 seconds. So you get a nice little physical damage bump, which is really going to help Karenina and Alpha. Now, this set here is useless. This is not helping at all because, again, B Liv, if you're not using her as a damage dealer, she's just doing a heal. She's not doing any kind of attacks. So me having this memory set on her is pretty much useless. There's no reason to have it on her. Really, I would be much better off to have the Philips set on her. I'll show you that set right here. I mean, once you have 2 of these babies, you'll get that healing effect increased by 10%, so it's actually better than the Richelieu set. And then the next healing effect increases the target's physical damage by 10% and defenses by 10% for 5 seconds. So you gain an extra second and you gain a little bit extra physical damage and increase your defenses, which is pretty massive, honestly. It does make a huge, huge difference. So, I definitely got a ways to go. My goal is to get the Da Vinci set for her and then have that Philips set right here. Then we get into A Karenina, who's actually a massive damage dealing monster. Even though my Alpha is at 5400 BP, whenever I just try doing solos in Warzone with Alpha, I do a lot more damage whenever I throw in Karenina and I switch between them both, because what it's going to allow you to do is it's going to allow you to enter your matrix more often. It's also, every time your character, you bring them back in, you're going to have more orbs available for you, which is also going to allow you to do a lot more damage as long as you can manage your orbs correctly. And that really, really helps, man. I'm telling you, these 2 girls are so good for your damage dealers. I mean, B Liv can actually do quite a bit of damage, but I just don't have her built up that well. So I don't really use her. If whenever I do try to build her up to do damage, I just seem to do better just using Karenina and Alpha. And Karenina, I do have the ideal memory set for this girl. I don't have her weapon, which kind of sucks, but I tell you what, the Hannah set is awesome on this character. It is a godsend because you get the 3 ping damage increased by 25%, and that's really important for Karenina because once you do a 3 ping 3 times, she's going to go into her projectile mode, boom, 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 and she's just going to shoot like crazy, and she just does insane damage. It is nuts. Oh, and also, she will enter the matrix upon a 3 ping. So what this allows you to do is it allows you to be able to dodge, right? And go into the matrix, you do all your shooting and everything. And then you come out of the matrix. Well, if you have a 3 ping ready and you hit that 3 ping, she'll go into the matrix again. So it's freaking amazing because, you can enter the matrix. It allows you to switch between your characters or just do more damage with the current character that you're using. It's a pretty amazing set. I got to tell you, man, I'm loving it. And then we have the Catherine set, which is a set that, again, if you were using B Liv as a damage dealer, maybe this would be a decent set because, well, not really. But with Karenina, the thing is, for her QTE and 3 ping skills, reduce the target's physical defenses by 20%. So whenever we use Karenina's QTE skill, which does do damage, we're going to decrease the target's physical defense by 20%, which is insane for someone like Alpha. That is massive. And when we do 3 ping skills, it reduces the target's physical defense by 20%. So she benefits in both ways, right? Because of her passive, which is just nuts, right? We'll go to her, take a look at her passive here. When Karenina enters her boast mode after 3 times of any 3 ping or using a signature move for 3 seconds, your basic attack will become cannon shots that deal a certain percentage of damage per shot. I mean, she just becomes super, super strong having these sets, man. You know, Alpha's going to benefit from the Catherine set being on her, and so is Karenina because she is 80% physical. And then we have Alpha, and everybody's already seen Alpha. We know how to build her, the 4 patents, and then we got the 2 Darwins. And then I am using the Sakura sword, which is actually pretty awesome because the Sakura sword actually does increase your physical damage, which is very important because we're getting that physical damage reduction from Karenina, from her memory set, the Catherine set, which is really going to help our damage output. Actually, I could probably equip this one here and maybe do even more damage because I do have it at full resonance. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I have them set up, and this might help as well. Right now I'm in 4th place. I'm in the elite squad. So, I mean, I'm not doing the best, but I'm doing okay. Not too bad. I could be doing better, but I'm not really too worried about it, to be perfectly frank with you guys. But in Machine Factory, this is where we get that increased physical damage by 30%. And Alpha just shines. Well, really, she shines in all these, but she's going to shine a lot. And you see the score that I was able to put up here. I was able to get 137,000. I actually could have got a little bit more. I will show you guys that run. But what you want to do is, now I'm running Alpha in the leadership role. Right, we're getting that attack and a crit rate of all attackers. My face is in the way. Increased by 10% and 5%. So we're getting increased attack by 10% and increase the crit rate by 5%, which is really going to help someone like Karenina, who we're going to be using, and she's an attacker. And Karenina, I have her in the blue slot because Alpha, you always want to do the blue orbs to enter the sword wave. And whenever you enter the blue orbs, like whenever you go into the matrix, you just hit 1 orb. It signals Karenina to bring her in, do her QT skill, then we can decrease the physical defenses of the bosses with that Catherine set that is on Karenina. It just makes an insane difference. Now, eventually, what I want to do is I'm actually going to switch B-Liv and put her over in the blue slot whenever I get that Da Vinci set on B-Liv. When I get that Da Vinci set on her, I'm going to put her in the blue slot, and then whenever I use the sword wave and bring in B-Liv to do her QT skill, we'll actually be able to bring in Karenina at the same time. And we're going to be able to do insane damage because of that. So I'm just going to jump in here. I'll just do a little trial run. This is probably going to be pretty bad, guys. Honestly, Warzone is something I really got to focus on, in all honesty, to do fairly well in this. All right, so I want to do that again because I actually switched to B-Liv and didn't mean to. So I'm going to try to run you guys through with what I'm doing, at least how I'm trying to plan this. This probably won't be a perfect run. There's a lot of RNG involved in these runs because you don't know what orbs are going to come out. You don't know what orbs you're going to start with. But I always like to switch to Karenina right away and try to go into the matrix as fast as I can. Now, because I got that Hannah, I actually was able to go into the matrix right away. And we're going to go in the matrix again. There we go. There we go. Now we're going to switch to Alpha. There we go. And it's really important with Alpha, whenever you have her at double S, to always use her 3 red orb ping because she actually starts doing more damage when she pings 3 red orbs. Okay, we're just going to hit our super here, or a signature move, if you want to call it that. Okay, so we're just going to use our signature move. It's really a good idea to go ahead and really try to just use your sword waves. And don't use all of your sword waves all at once. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, 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 come on. See, this is what I hate. You know, the constant. And see, and a lot of times what happens is, you know, the little minions, they kind of get scattered out all over the place. And that really hurts your score, man. It really sucks. But I mean, you know, I got 120, almost 124,000 just coming in here and playing it. I mean, I'm trying to chat and talk while I'm playing. Definitely not an easy thing to do. But the idea is to come in, start off with one character, right? You know, so when you're playing with, so I go ahead and I switch to Karenina. I start up with her, and you want to try to enter the matrix as fast as possible. If you have a 3 ping, you can hit your 3 ping immediately. If you have the Hannah set on her, go into the matrix, right? And then time a dodge the next time around and go into the matrix again. It's pretty sweet. And then you can switch to alpha, and she's going to have some extra orbs lying around, and maybe you can, you know, have some blue orbs available, or have one blue orb and then maybe some other orbs available. Try to do blue orb and 3 ping in your matrix, and try to enter your sword wave so you can do a lot of damage. But I think the most important things really for you to always do is just try to enter the matrix as much as possible. Position yourself where you're going to be using their skills to group all of those enemies together. That's going to be very, very important, because whenever they spread out and scatter all over the place, that's when you lose a lot of time, because you're not able to do damage to all those characters at once, because you want to defeat them in waves. You're trying to do as many waves of opponents as possible. And whenever they scatter out like that, a lot of times you're not able to get a hold of them. You're wasting a lot of time, and you're not going to be able to do as many waves. Therefore, you're not going to do as much damage to these guys. So hopefully this will help some of you out there. Let me know what teams you guys are actually using in the game, whether you're using alpha, whether you're using other characters, and let me know the kind of scores you're getting, maybe the memory sets that you're using on your characters, and let me know if there's something that I can do that actually could improve my gameplay as well. I'm open to any kind of criticism that you may have for me, and I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link will be in the description below, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.私の力はどう？存分に楽しむ？